Hello, good evening. I am Dr. Kamakshaya. I am open source software evangelist and also an enterprise solution architect. I am academic of data science and analytics. In my previous video, I have explained you how to make the numerical calculations using Python, Hadoop MapReduce Streaming. I have shown you how to compute the arithmetic mean on some certain data set. It is actually a survey data, it's simulated data set. I'm using a virtual machine um, for demonstrations of big data analytics, and actually I've been explaining everything using fig data, not big data. So in this video I'm going to show you extra feat by extending the previous video for calculating variance and standard deviation. So this arithmetic mean and standard deviation, these are the two, the poles of the whole body of statistics. If we have these two measures in our hand, we can do miracles in statistics. So entire theory of statistics, the edifice of statistics starts from these basic measures. So once you know how to calculate the arithmetic mean and standard deviation, you can do anything and everything in statistics. Partly. Okay, so I have my data node and name node up and running. This is my Hadoop single node pseudo distribution mode. It's not a full cluster. Now I have Java and then Python 3. Okay. So in my previous video I've used CentOS, and it was Hadoop 2.10.1, I guess. So now this is 3.3.1. So I'm using different, I have all these virtual machines in my hand. I'll be using all these machines alternatively for different tutorials, something like that. So in this, what is the objective of this video? So in this video I'm going to show you how to write the Python functions within the script. In my previous video it is not like that. This was just a plain and simple Python code that demonstrates calculation of the arithmetic mean. It's just simply dividing the sum of the values by length of the vector, like the number of values. So in this video I am going to show you how to write the functions. Okay, so I will be writing a function for arithmetic mean, variance, and so on, because to calculate the standard deviation we need variance. Okay, so how are we going to do that? So I'm just going to create a directory that is going to be Python MapReduce. ls, where is Python? This one, right? Now cd Python MapReduce. So by the way, I assume that I don't have anything here. You know the fundamentals of Hadoop. I mean, these are the prerequisites. You should know Python programming. You don't need Java, and you need to have the Python Hadoop MapReduce Streaming jar file in your computer. That's it, and you should have your cluster up and running. So touch, I'm going to create two files, mapper.py and reducer.py and ls. Now I got the scripts here. I will also copy my data file into this folder so that it is easy for me to, one step back, Python cp, Python procs, data set to here. I'm just doing this. Cat data. Now this is my data set. In each row I have a gender information as well as the salary particulars. So first row represents a person whose gender is male, and then he has 34,000, 34 lakhs, whatever it is, doesn't matter, it's a random number. Now this is the input data. So my strategy for MapReduce, it involves into two. In Python we need two scripts, but in Java one script, both mapper and reducer classes with respective methods within a simple single file. But for Python streaming, MapReduce streaming through Python requires two scripts. One is mapper, that is why I created two different files. Now what is the logic for my mapper file? As usual, it is same. as I have shown you in my previous demonstration. Sudo gedit mapper. Now you need to keep this line. It is very ben env Python 3. In my previous video it was Python 2.7, so that's why I just wrote it as Python, but here in this computer I have Python 3. I've shown you in the beginning of this demonstration. Now import says for line, this is standard. For line in sys dot std in, it is not IO. Line equal to line dot strip for deleting that trailing white space. Now values is equal to line dot split. So this is a comma separated value file, so wherever there is comma, there the line need to be split. So now what I will try, gender equal to values, first element, and then salary is equal to values, second element. So that is, first element in that incoming line is gender, and second element in that incoming line is salary. Now accept, okay, value error if any, continue. Now come out of this, try accept, print what, gender and salary. So this is the mapper logic. Now let me close this and we'll go for reducer, where we are going to have very tough logic for. Now I can test my mapper data, mapper logic, Python 3 mapper. Yeah, it's working fine. Now let us go to the reducer. Sudo gedit reducer Python. Now same, we need to have this line in order to convert the script into the Python executable. That is how programming, Python programming happens in Linux. Then, by the way, I do a lot of mistakes, you have to bear with me. Import says for line in says std in, okay, line dot strip for any white spaces. Now I am going to do a different logic. Now I call it as sal simply. Now line split nothing. You don't have anything in incoming. So then what? Try for if gender is equal to male. Now male total plus is equal to int of sal. Okay, that incoming salary, which is a string, need to be converted into integer. Now I'll make a counter for male, which is again just a counter in order to enumerate the number of male instances. Now I will also make a list for male that is going to append this list with int sal. Now same logic, I'll just copy paste this, else for else. Now I'll just keep this m's, convert these m's into f's. That's it. So and then accept what, value error, then continue. Now so since I have created so many variables here, so this is one variable, I have to initialize those variables here. This is total, so it is, the default value is going to be 0. I just write, why should I copy this? Counter is also 0, but m, this is a list. Okay, I just copy this and then convert this m's into f's for female. By the way, in Python you cannot use comma, it will give you an. Now I'm going to convert this into a module if name is equal to name. I'm converting this reducer script into a module, Python module. Now I need to calculate the mean. So where that mean, so this is what is the crux of this video, where I'm going to demonstrate how to write the functions and use those functions for numerical calculations. Now def main. So it needs a total and a counter, then return counter in the sense the number of size of the no, length of the data, t divided by c. Now I need one more function that is going to be variance. Now variance, what is required? We require a mean and then a list, right? So here the logic is going to be a bit tough. Return sum of, I'm going to use list comprehension. So I minus m raised to 2 to the power of 2 for I in list, and this is list and then sum over. Now standard deviation is very simple. Def std, we need variance. Excuse me. Return variance raised to square root of variance is standard deviation 0.5. So by the way, as I have told you that, if you are watching this video, I'm sure you should be knowing fundamentals of statistics. So we are trying to calculate a few statistical measures known as mean, variance, standard deviation, something like that. Now my calculations are over. Let me come here. So mean is mean of what? I need a total, m total, and I need a counter, counter for male. And then mean female is going to be, I can just copy this and I can convert this into f, and then f, and then variance of male is going to be var what? Mean, right? m underscore m, and then list m underscore l. This one, this is a list. I created a list here, so I'm using that list. And then variance for female, this is going to be card, okay, and mean for female and mean female list. Now standard deviation for male is going to be std of where for male, var for male, and then standard deviation for female is equal to std of var for female. That's all. Now I can print m underscore, these are means, m underscore female, and then print v underscore male, and then v underscore female, and print s underscore male. This is standard deviation, s underscore female. Yeah. Now let us test this reducer logic, which is going to be Python 3 reducer. Yeah. So this is going to be name. Yeah, there is a mistake. Sudo gedit. I ended with double quotes instead of reducer. So here in the last line, I started with just single quote. Close this. Beautiful, right? So done. So our logic is correct. It is working. But now we should check our luck with Hadoop. So what is the idea? Actually, I have performed all these calculations in the local computer, so these results are available only for me. If I can perform these calculations in the HDFS, then these calculations are available for the whole cluster, so that from there, whereupon we can carry on with dashboards. We can update these values in our dashboards to the stakeholders. That is actually the primary aim of the cluster, right? So now how are we going to perform this in the HDFS? I already have, as I have told you, my cluster is up and running, and now Hadoop fs ls root. I will delete that output folder rm-r out. And then where is my data? I already have that data. In my last video I have copied the data to the input. Only difference is that is CentOS, this is Ubuntu, that's all. fs ls import, I got the data, right? So if you don't believe me, I'll show you cat by catting. So I am going to cat the data, and you can see data.txt. That is my data, right? Excuse me. How will I perform this? Carry on with these calculations in HDFS. Excuse me, I'm suffering from a cold. I'm sorry. Hadoop jar. So where is my jar file? I think I have that in Python programs in my computer. Hadoop MapReduce 3 jar. My map file is at where? Home, Ubuntu. Use your full path here. Don't use dot or two dots or something like that. Where do I have Python, MapReduce, mapper. Okay, now mapper is same. I'm going to copy this. Control Shift C, Control Shift V, and now file for reducer, copy, and then reducer file. Now reducer is again copy, and reducer file. Now my input data is at input data.txt, sorry, and then my output should be given to this directory. So this is, so say good luck and press the button. Now let's wait and see the streaming. My MapReduce should start now. So map job is submitted. Come on. Yeah, map 0%, reduce 0%. Come on. Now this MapReduce processing is happening in the HDFS. Now shortly we are going to see the details. This is parallel processing. The $1 million infrastructure available, just given for nothing by Apache Hadoop community. And yeah, 100, yes, bingo. Now Hadoop fs ls output. Yes, I should be having a part file here. Now I'm going to cat that and see the results. Part 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, hooray! So now these results are in HDFS. We can go forward. Go ahead with dashboards and make these results available for our stakeholders. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for the new content. Bye bye for now.